In the small town of Black Hollow, Pennsylvania, people didn't stare at Elias Crow anymore. They had trained themselves not to. After 17 years, most folks had perfected the art of looking past him. At his shoulder, at the wall behind his head, at the cracked sidewalk. Anywhere except the face itself. Elias knew why. He had spent enough nights pressing his forehead to the cold bathroom mirror, studying the thing that lived on the front of his skull. The skin pulled too tight in some places, too loose in others. One eye sat noticeably lower than the other, like it had tried to crawl away during the night and given up halfway. His mouth twisted permanently to the left in what looked like a sneer that never quite relaxed. The nose had collapsed inward years ago after a childhood accident no one ever explained properly. Scars spiderwebbed across his cheeks like someone had once tried to erase him with a box cutter and failed. Kids used to call him Melted Man. Adults just called him Elias and kept their distance. He lived alone now in the crooked house at the end of Kettle Road, the one the county had stopped trying to sell after 3 owners left without packing. Elias didn't mind the quiet. Quiet meant no one had to pretend they weren't looking. One October night, the power went out across half the county. No storm, no wind, just darkness that arrived like someone flipped a continent-sized switch. Elias lit a single kerosene lamp and sat at the kitchen table, listening to the house breathe. Around 1:17 a.m. he heard it. Tires crunching slowly on the gravel outside. Not fast, not panicked, just deliberate. He didn't own a car, never had, so he waited. Headlights eventually swept across the front windows. Slow, searching, then clicked off. Car door opened, closed. Footsteps on the porch. 3 soft knocks. Elias didn't move. A voice came through the wood, young, male, calm. "Hey, I know you're in there. I saw the lamp. I'm not here to hurt you. I just need help." Elias stayed silent. "I ran out of gas," the voice continued. "Phone's dead. It's freezing. Can I just come in till morning? I'll sleep on the floor. I won't even look at you if you don't want me to." Something about the last sentence made Elias's stomach fold in on itself. He stood anyway, walked to the door, opened it 2 inches. The boy standing there couldn't have been older than 19. Clean hoodie, neat hair, normal face, the kind of symmetrical, forgettable handsomeness that made people trust you instantly. He smiled, small, polite. "Thanks," he said. "I'm Caleb." Elias stepped back without speaking. Caleb came inside, eyes carefully fixed on the floorboards. They sat across from each other at the kitchen table. The kerosene lamp threw long shadows. Caleb kept his gaze down like he'd promised, hands folded, breathing slow. After 10 silent minutes, Caleb spoke again. "You ever feel like people only see one thing about you?" He still wouldn't look up. "Like no matter what you do, that's all they'll ever see?" Elias grunted once, the closest he came to conversation most days. Caleb laughed softly, almost sadly. "Yeah, me too." Then he lifted his head, and Elias finally understood why the boy hadn't stared. Caleb's eyes were gone. Not gouged, not burned, just missing. Smooth, pale lids sealed shut like they'd never opened in the first place. No scars, no sockets, just flawless skin where eyes should be. Elias's chair scraped back an inch. Caleb tilted his head, listening to the sound. "Don't be afraid," he whispered. "I don't need to see you. I already know what you look like." Elias's throat closed. "I've been driving around for months," Caleb continued, voice still gentle, "looking for someone who understands. Someone who's also been shaped wrong. Someone the world decided to punish just for existing." He reached into his hoodie pocket, pulled out a small old Polaroid, slid it across the table. Elias looked down. The photo showed a boy, maybe 12, standing in front of a carnival mirror. The kind that distorts you into nightmares. Only this boy wasn't distorted by the glass. The reflection was perfect, beautiful, symmetrical. The kind of face that gets prom king, that gets followed on the street, that gets loved without effort. And the boy in the foreground, the real boy holding the camera, had Elias's face. Exactly. Same collapsed nose, same crooked sneer, same mismatched eyes. Elias's hand started shaking. I used to have that face, Caleb said quietly. The good one. Then one night I looked in a mirror, and it wasn't mine anymore. It ran away, left me with this. He touched his sealed eyelids. Left me with nothing to look at but the memory of what I used to be. Elias tried to speak. Couldn't. Caleb leaned closer. I think it's looking for a new home now. It's tired of being beautiful and useless. It wants something honest. The lamp flickered hard. Outside, the car engine started by itself. Caleb stood slowly. I'm sorry, he said. I didn't want it to be you. But you're the only one who's ugly enough on the outside to match what it's become on the inside. Elias tried to stand. His legs wouldn't listen. Caleb walked to the door, paused, spoke without turning. When you look in the mirror tomorrow, don't be surprised if it looks back at you with my eyes. The door closed softly. The car pulled away down Kettle Road, headlights never coming on. Elias sat frozen until the kerosene burned out. When the first gray light of morning came through the window, he forced himself to the bathroom. He raised his eyes to the mirror. His face was the same, still twisted, still wrong, still his. But when he blinked, the reflection didn't. It just stared, with two perfect, beautiful, wide-open eyes that didn't belong to him anymore. And it smiled, a smile Elias had never been able to make. Somewhere far down the road, a boy with no eyes kept driving, listening to the radio, humming softly, happy, finally, to be unseen.